Get ready.
Hey, and here we are. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, first thing that happens when it starts. First thing. Oh, and Paul's got no sound. You've got no sound, Paul. We can't hear you anymore. Welcome to Action Figure Powwow. I'm Jay, and this is my co-host, Paul, who's muted himself. There you go. He should be unmuted now, but he's not. So we were just talking before, and everything was perfectly fine. And now all of a sudden, you can't hear him. This is not how it's supposed to work, Paul. Can you hear me? No one loves a live edition of stuff where you can't hear people. I'll tell you what. Why don't you leave and rejoin, and then hopefully we'll get you back. And until then, I will just keep talking to people. Here I am. So as you can see, I have a background now. I've been working away on my room today, so it's still a mess. You can still, all these boxes that you can see though, they are all filled with toys. So the only things in this room now are toys. And I started putting some stuff on shelves and get some more shelves. So hopefully this will start looking good soon. And Paul's back, and I can hear you now, I think.
Can you hear me?
There he is.
Whoa.
Hey. How you doing?
I was fine until Jarvis decided to fuck off to the other side of the screen and then come back in again.
You know what it is, right? Jarvis just likes to show everyone all the trash that's in my room. Like I've got this. Hey, look, it's all nice. And then he goes, "Yeah, look at all this crap over here." So I just had to explain to everyone that this is now
it's an
just
illusion.
toys, just toys in here. So soon there'll be none of this, and it'll all be nice and pretty. And I'm gonna get a detolf over here and all that kind of stuff.
You need to get Jarvis to delete the backstage protocol, which is what he was trying to show there, the off-camera protocol.
Right? Yeah, I'll have to hack him a little bit. So we're back. It's been what, a couple of weeks.
I'm ill. Sorry, everyone. I will do my best not to cough and splutter all over this.
Or just mute him if he starts coughing.
Well, I'm a bit scared to mute now because I might not come back. So we'll see how we go. I'll do my best.
So before we get started talking about everything else, a little bit of sad news just dropped on Variety. You just shared it with me. So Hasbro CEO Brian Goldner has died at the age of 58, which is really young. He had prostate cancer, and he stepped down from Hasbro only on Sunday.
Yeah.
Right. And I mean, wow, like stepped down, and then a few days later
he went into hospital this morning. I see Dan tweeted about what our time, so UK time, probably lunchtime-ish, so that sort of morning time out in the US, saying giving his best wishes. He'd gone into hospital, and then I was quite surprised tonight to see the follow-up that he very, very awful.
That's shocking,
news.
Right?
Horrible. I mean, 58 is no age, even with an illness. 58 is no age.
Scarily young, isn't it?
Yeah.
And obviously our thoughts go out to his family and his close friends.
Absolutely.
And everything. And it's really sad. He was, according to the Variety post, he was, when he joined Hasbro, he came in to try and help the company move their products into movies and stuff like that as well. And yeah, it's a real shame, like from all accounts, everything I've ever seen when people talk about him, he sounds like he's a really nice bloke. People seem to really like him. Of course, like, I don't know, and we've never met him, but I've just seen other people talk about him before on the internet and just say good things.
I think when you see people tweeting out, their CEO, who let's face it, Dan Ryan and Dwight are obviously the face of Marvel and Hasbro for us in much the same way. You've got your Joe guys and you've got your Transformer guys and your Star Wars guy. But there will be many levels between them and their CEO, because that's the nature of a big organization. I would think. And when you see them tweeting out the thoughts and prayers on that basis, I think it probably gives you some indication that they have respect for that person. Because if they're that far detached, they wouldn't know that person. That's not the sort of thing you would you would tweet out necessarily. You feel sad, but you might not necessarily tweet that out. So I think that's reflective.
So yeah, very sad news. And of course, as we mainly talk about Hasbro products, so it made sense to bring this up.
Yeah.
So yeah, a bit of a sad note to start on, but you know, as I say, we're going to carry on and talk about the toys that
Yes.
he had a hand in giving us, and
I think you hit the nail on the head there. That legacy from him, he's probably overseen a golden age of collecting for people. You know, big franchises which have had huge revivals. You know, there were Transformers and GI Joes and
came
Star
back
Wars.
with their 6-inch, and the Star Wars back, all of that,
all that, and he's put those as probably the foremost products. I mean, foremost in terms of affordability for everybody. Because Hot Toys are awesome, but they're a dream for most collectors. They're they're an absolute dream.
I was just talking about this with my wife this evening. It was a completely different topic, but as we were talking about figures and I was saying to how like mine are just sort of in the £20 range, and how they're sort of the lower end, I guess, on price. So you could have your Mafex and stuff like that. It's like way above that. But I think for their price range, of course we do. They're awesome toys. I mean, they look great. They pose, really good.
Yeah.
The amount of characters you get, they're affordable, which is a great thing. Or there'll be price hikes, but they are affordable. I'm sure we'll discuss a price hike in a moment.
Well, there'll be price hikes on everything, won't there? So even the ones that are expensive now are going to get more expensive.
Oh well, yeah, of course, yeah. But they're great, all of them. The Star Wars ones, the Black Series, Star Wars, Marvel Legends, the GI Joes, and So anyway, speaking of Marvel Legends, GI Joes, where shall we start this evening?
Well, I haven't got many since we last recorded. I've got a very scary pre-order list, which between now and the end of the year has got a lot to come.
Me too, man.
So yeah, I haven't got a lot in this period. Actually, I've only actually got one actual figure that I'm posing around with. You can just see tucked on the shelf behind me here, which is the Tom Holland Spider-Man, which I know you've got as well. Yeah, there we go, that bad boy there, which I really like actually. I've got the original Far From Home one as well. And there's some subtle differences. Shameless plug. I've got a little video up on my other YouTube channel. You see the details of there, which a bit of a compare and contrast in terms of how upgraded actually is. So I do like that. I love the I love the selfie quickly. I like the face on him. I think
the face is brilliant, isn't it?
This is, I think, the best MCU representation of a face and a character. It's so recognizable. Yeah, so recognizable.
My light is too bright on it.
They've got the hair perfect. They've got the swish right. They've got the eye shape, the nose. Everything on this one is absolutely perfect. That's definitely one of the better ones.
Yeah,
that they've done without question. And I really like the figure. It actually poses better than the original Far From Home version. It's got a lot more movement in it. It stands a lot better than the other one. The feet, it's a bigger sole on this one than it was. Yeah, on the other one. And it on the Sin Doctor Strange line there, and it really works. So
and he's small. It is like a high school kid in this.
It works. It looks perfectly against the other ones. Yeah, so that I'm very pleased with.
And he's got these gripping hands on. This is for the web that comes with him, right? This is so you can hold on to this. He can hold on to this one here. I haven't tried it actually, but I assume that's why he's got gripping. Hands.
Yeah, it's good. Right. I've done a couple of shots up on my Instagram as well with him hanging on to the web, because I've done it the other way around. In some of the glams that they released, they've got him holding on to the actual hook end of it, the actual the triangle the triangle, whereas I've turned it the other way around. I've got him holding the base of the rope, so it's got the little curl out of his hand, like and then I've hooked it up. So I've had it hooked up on the shelf under. I've got like what they call it, the Deltoff,
The Detolf.
the Detolf. Yeah, I've got a couple of inserts, like a brick wall version that I just do some shots up against. So and I did that. I led that down flat and then led him on it as in wall crawling pose. So,
Right.
but yeah,
I saw that. I like that picture. It's
yeah,
good.
that web is really good. So that's a real bonus to get that.
It's
More of
hard
that,
to
please.
get. It's hard to get his leg up really high. Like he moves more like a real human than
Yeah,
comic book version, I guess, because
yeah.
he hasn't got the boot pivot.
No,
So
no. I mean, that's the weird thing about the movies now is that because the technology. I mean, that's a great shot. Because the technology is so good for the movies now, they really play into the web swinging side of the character. It doesn't actually do a lot of wall crawling at all.
yeah, that's right.
And it didn't in any of the franchises really. Because by the time the Tobey Maguire one came along, they got the technology right for.
Swinging through.
Yeah, that's a really good shot. So you see a lot more of the web slinging than you do the wall crawling. So you don't get that crouched up wall crawling pose out of them. But yeah, I think it's a
Now,
really good figure.
I'm sure that there'll be plenty of complaints. There's no splayed hands on this one.
Yeah, I am one of those complainants as well, definitely.
Well, because you know what? Because we've seen it with a few others, and recently that have been released. Black Spider-Man that's coming and stuff like that. So they're aware that everyone always says the Spider-Man there should be 3 sets of hands, and they're very aware of that. And then when you get a Spider-Man that doesn't have 3 sets of hands, that everyone's like, well, because you're doing
it
right?
highlights the issue exactly.
Yeah. So this one was a Walmart exclusive, right?
Correct. That's right. Yeah.
So if you look in Pulse, we don't have Walmart here. So on Pulse UK, you can buy him. He's completely sold out now.
Yeah, gone already. Yeah. But I got I saw it on there, and I was like, wow, okay, it's there, and I couldn't see the big pre-order splash on it. So I was like, okay, so I went on it, and it said maximum 3. So I bought 3. So that's one each for my kids, which is a Christmas present for them, which they don't know
Oh,
about.
they don't
so,
know. Okay,
no,
have they seen your one?
They haven't seen my one yet, no, because they're away. They're out of the country at the
Oh, of
moment.
course they are. Yeah, of
So
course
it
they are.
arrived. And this was a box I could say was coming to my wife. I was like, yes, one's for the kids. It's 2 Christmas presents for the kids. I was like, and she wasn't here to see me open with the third one. So I was like, yes. But it arrived.
Excellent.
But when I ordered it, then I went back on the page. I was like, when does that drop in? And there was no date. And I was like,
yeah,
that normally means now. And then about an hour later, I checked my bank, and they'd taken the money, which I could have really done without. But I was like,
I
okay, fair
PayPal'd it
enough.
because now
Did
they've
you?
added PayPal
They
to
have,
our
yeah.
Hasbro finally, which I'd been going on about, right?
You have.
So because otherwise I have to go everywhere else to get them, which I don't mind. But if I paid for free delivery, I'd like to not have to go somewhere and pay for delivery.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and then there it was. It dropped. And then that was the Friday, and then I got a message saying it's coming. Yeah, I got Yodel saying scheduled for Monday. And then Saturday morning it said it's coming today.
Well, we both got the Yodel at the same time, and mine didn't come until yesterday, right?
Oh wow!
But mine came with another figure, so I don't know if they were like, well, that one's going as well, so we might as well just send them at the same time.
Could be.
Although they come in separate boxes. And before we go any further with all that, but yesterday, my family were out all day, and I was at home all day, right? And normally, when I get a Yodel delivery like I did the other day, they came at sort of like 11 in the morning and all that. No. Yesterday, they waited all day until I finished work and I was on the toilet. And then they came, right? So that it had to be collected.
Oh, come on.
And I was like, oh, come on. So
Yodel, what are you
and then my wife
doing?
goes, oh, you've got 2 boxes downstairs. And I was genuinely like, 2? And I was like, I'm supposed to have 1. And I was like, I don't know what the other one is. And I looked through my Hasbro Pulse and I couldn't see what had shipped for ages until I opened it. I was like, oh no, I'm supposed to get this. So I've been getting like the Age of Apocalypse ones because I wanted a Magneto. I've got an old Toy Biz Magneto. That's the only version I've got, and I liked a few of the others as well. So okay, cool. And Colossus looks good, although I never ordered Cyclops. and I thought I hadn't ordered Legion. Turns out I have ordered Legion.
Ah, right.
So
So is
the
there
only
only
one I
one
went,
you're missing then?
yeah, because Magneto doesn't have any parts. Of course, right? Of course, the one that doesn't have the part is the one that I get, right?
I hate that.
I hate when that happens. So I won't have Cyclops' bit. So I'll have to see if someone's selling it
So
on
what
eBay.
we be looking for Cyclops? Just one bit.
Yeah, I guess with Cyclops it'll be a leg or an arm, probably. So I have parts of it already. So at the moment, I've got his torso with an arm, and I've got his head, but I haven't.
Cool.
I need to heat it. It won't go on.
Oh,
The
okay.
head is, yeah,
All right.
and this arm as well. It's so stiff I can't move it. It will break. So I need to warm that up.
Don't do that.
The head is really cool though. I like it very much. He looks cool.
That's an awesome face. Yeah, that's cool.
And he has like a bandana bit that comes out of the back. So
that's really good for a builder figure, because sometimes they fail on the face. You get a standard face, and then that's it.
Plugs in on the back there. But again, I need to heat this up. It won't go in. So yeah, it's a nice. Like, it looks like it'd be a cool figure when it's finished.
I see a lot of comments on it. People saying it's one of the best. They really, really loving it.
Yeah. So, of course, I'm going to want to get that last bit, right? I don't really want to buy that Cyclops, though. Not anything against it, but it's just like I'll probably end up buying it. I don't know. I'm just a bit.
I mean,
I'm buying it for the sake of it.
You are. I think but there's a couple of ways you can approach this, and I've done this for a couple of things.
eBay.
So there's eBay for just the part.
Yeah.
In which case, at the moment, you will pay probably the same price as you'd pay for a figure, but the thing is, you're getting the part that you want without.
But then I might as well get the figure.
Then you might as well get the figure, then you might as well sell the figure.
Well, all I would do,
if
I got the figure, I might just I'm trying to look around, see if I can find him. I might just pop the head off a different Cyclops and use it as another Cyclops body, because the reason is because of the hair. I don't think it will move well.
No.
So I'm thinking if I get the old visor one, I can put it on there, and because I don't I've got these Age of Apocalypse ones, but I don't buy them to be in the Age of Apocalypse set. I buy them to be my Magneto that's fighting other people.
Yeah.
They're just headcanon characters. But yeah, so they turned up yesterday. So I got I might as well carry on then. So I got Spider-Man, and the one that came yesterday was so here you go.
Sabretooth.
What one am I blocking? That one?
That's it. There you go. Yeah. I didn't realise how big that figure was, man.
So yeah, I mean, if you put him next to Spidey, because he's a shorty, he's there.
Big size.
Yeah.
Good chunky figure.
I mean, potentially he's going to be the same size as.
Looks like it. Big chunky figure.
Yeah, nice. Comes with. Now it's a bit hard to see. I should probably see if I can change my light setting, maybe. Sorry for the technical bullshit. Let me see if that makes a difference. Does it? No. No. None of it makes a difference.
No worse.
Oh, well, you know what? I will do. There you go. We'll just do that.
That's good.
So this one is that way. Is a sort of grinning face, as you can see.
Big biceps means difficult arms, doesn't it?
I will go into that, and then you get this head as well, which is a sort of angry.
Yeah, I like that
face. That one's pretty cool.
I like that. Has it got a ponytail?
So he comes with 2 ponytails in the box. Now I've seen a lot of people go, they're both the same. Why have they done that? Just so you don't have to keep on popping it out and swapping it. You just take the head off, and that's it. That's the whole reason.
Clever,
and it moves. It moves around, so you can, have it like blowing in the wind, like I have.
I like
on this
that. Yeah,
one,
clever.
Right. He comes with when he's in the box, he has 2 hands that are like this. Now, what I would have said about that is they're grippy, almost trigger hands, right?
They are. Yeah.
I'd have preferred just like some claw hands.
I don't understand those hands, because for those types of characters, he's never picking up a gun. He's
No,
actually never picking up a weapon.
no. So
I don't
yeah,
get those ones.
on that I would have gone for a more sort of that kind of hand like that, and
Yeah,
that would have been cool. And then of course he's got fists.
yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, my biggest gripe with this figure is that is his arms at full, right? So it's a single elbow joint,
yeah.
right? And they don't go any further than that. And that is a little bit annoying because I mean I suppose Thanos is a bit like that, right? What did I just drop? No, I just a bottle of water. Yeah, Thanos is a bit like that. I guess it just makes it hard to get them into a great pose. And I know they got to put the big biceps in there
Yeah.
and all that jazz. I think I should start doing a toy cam that make life easier. Just put another camera
Put it
here.
next to you. Yeah, that's a good shout.
But yeah, it's
That's the trouble with
just
those.
a bit difficult with that. But I
Yeah.
mean, he looks cool. He looks cool, and like especially like I had him
I
up
really
against
like it.
Wolverine, and the two of them there
That's
like that.
great. I really like that as a figure. I do really like it. It's. I mean, they're a bit older, but I've got three. I've got the Absorbing Man, Pile Driver, and Thunderbolt from the Wrecking Crew, and they're similar. They're the huge bicep characters, and it's the same. It's arm out like that, or it's arm up above, or it's arm
Yeah,
in an uppercut, but with an extended
yeah,
uppercut. There's no tight clenching or pulling
that's
the
it.
arm back or anything, which is
Like
a shame.
you couldn't have him like going like that on his head or anything like I did with my Iron Man, which is great. The modular Iron Man can do that.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, I like it. It's a nice figure. It's got double elbow, double knee joints, thigh swivel, no boot swivel, and the rest of it's stand articulation. Pretty good forward
that's good.
crunch.
Yeah,
And
nice chunky
back
boots
crunch
for
there.
the
Nice chunky
stand in.
boots. Yeah, nice chunky
That's good.
boots. Yeah, you can see underneath there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's a cool
I like
figure.
that. I
It's
like
got
that. Yeah.
two cool heads. Maybe I should change it to the meaner head. I've got it on the grinning head at the moment. But yeah, I like it. And yeah, that one's a bit of a surprise because I didn't realise it was coming. So I was like, oh shit. Um, so yeah, I mean, like at the moment I've got so many coming, so many, and then of course Hasbro's got a sale on Pulse, so I went on and I had the green She-Hulk for a while. I had looked at it and gone, I would like to get it, but it wasn't one that I was like, oh, I've got to get it now because I have a She-Hulk, but
do
she's
you
an
have
old
this?
Toy Biz one.
Okay, because I've
Yeah.
got the version you got, but in the lighter, more greyish
Oh, the one
green.
that I bought, you mean?
Yeah, so I've got the version that they released a couple of years ago. In the Fantastic
Yeah, the
Four
grey
wave.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I hadn't bought it. It was on
Oh,
sale.
why?
Well, it's not that
Oh,
good.
dude.
It's
Oh,
not that
really?
good. I want the one you've got, but I'm not going to.
It's the same
I'm not going to
figure,
buy
right?
that one.
It's the
Same
same
figure, but
figure.
yours is a perfect bright green.
Okay. So when you say it's not that good, the figure is fine, right?
The figure's
It's just
great. Sorry, the figure's
okay,
great. The color
right,
scheme is not good. It's not. It's not the She-Hulk that I really wanted, and I didn't know I was going to get another. Obviously, this was before they'd announced a series, and they released this version. I think they released the version you've got to correct what they got wrong in the first one. Is that she's almost grey on the
right,
one in the Fantastic Four wave, and it wasn't a good look to it. It was 13 quid in HMV in Southampton, and my boys were like, buy it, Daddy, because I was buying them the Spider-Man in the Spider Flyer armor one at the same time as he wanted. So
right.
look, buy it, and I was like, yeah, I have to. I can't not buy something today. I can't buy them figures and not buy myself one. So I
It would
got
be
it.
wrong.
Yeah, of course it'd
It'd
be
be wrong to do that.
big crime against action figure collecting.
Definitely.
So I didn't I haven't got this green one. I probably will because there's a
So,
sale on, isn't there?
so yeah, she's like 16. I think she's £16.50 or something like that. And as much as I know I've got a lot coming, and I didn't want, I was like, oh yeah. But the thing, I didn't read it properly to begin with, and so I tried to get that Doctor Strange because because I didn't want. I haven't paid for it. We were about to say about the price hike. I don't want to pay nearly £28
Yeah.
because it's a standard figure. I don't see anything special about it,
It
right?
it hurt me
And
that I've ordered two, and
oh,
that the two of those are more expensive than the Certa I got.
yeah, right. That's ridiculous. And so I haven't ordered Doctor Strange. I do want him. I'm not paying that price. So I guess I'm not getting him. And I decided I've got to start trying and be a bit more selective, because there are some where I just bought figures and I'm like, did I really want to buy that
Yeah,
one? Like,
yeah.
and there's an element of excitement that kicks in, and then I go and buy it. Now, on talking of that price point, Unparalleled Universe got to reveal Captain America, and you know,
What?
it got a little bit hard.
Oh my god! When I saw it, because I'd not seen anything else, and I didn't initially recognise the site, and there wasn't a major buzz. I remember sending it to you, going, "Is this fake? If this is real, this is great." And oh, fucking hell, what a figure!
It's beautiful. So I mean,
Oh,
it's a reuse of the 80th anniversary, right? They've just got a different head on it. It's got a different head sculpt,
yeah.
and of course it's a
And
lighter
they've
blue.
lightened the
It's
costume.
this one. You can't see it's
Yeah,
that one. And you know, if you look at it close up, though, I mean, like each individual scale's got paint apps to it. I've
the
seen quite
hood, the
a hood.
mask off
Yeah,
version
well,
with
well,
the
that's
hood
taken
round.
straight
Oh
from
my
the
goodness!
articulated icons, isn't it? That's what they
Oh
do. They're ninjas.
yeah, amazing.
But glad to see that. So yeah, you can have him like that. The Steve Rogers face I quite like. I think it looks cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um, I like the with the cap. He's kind of like got a bit of a frown on, like he's like ready to do battle. You've got your shield, and you've got all the different effects. You've got like a electric, like lightning one. You've got a scraping along the floor one. You've
yeah.
got bullets, which
So
is
good,
cool.
man.
The only thing is that, of course, it leaves um, a shield with holes in it if you don't put an
If
effect
you
on
don't
it.
put the
So,
effect on
right.
it, yeah.
So yeah, there's a bit of me that's kind of like, I need to get another cap shield from somewhere because I don't have one,
No,
and
we've got
I'm
a
going to
lot
be
in
like,
this house. We've got
yeah,
about six because the kids have got a few Captain
uh,
Americas as well. We've
oh, I
got
bet,
six
yeah.
shields.
So I'm like, oh man, I need to get a shield. I have to see what I can find. And you know what? Because they have, I think there was like a Gamerverse one that I still see around. But again, see, this is
Yeah, I've
where
got that one. Yeah,
figure that I don't necessarily want, but I'll be buying it because I want the shield. And
that's
so
that's dirt cheap now. I saw that in our local Smiths for about nine 99. I think it was a while ago.
yeah, so
So we
if
should
I
got
could
that one.
find it cheap, I'll buy it. And then there was the other one that I sent you a picture of, which was uh, the end game back in time cap.
Yeah,
Yeah, where he goes back to first Avengers.
yeah,
And I was like, well, maybe that one. The problem is that, of course, the movie Shield looks different from the comic Shield.
yeah,
But beggars can't be choosers and
yeah,
all that jazz, right?
yeah.
So,
No, that's
so
right.
I'll take
Yeah,
what I can get.
yeah.
I don't know what the Gamerverse one looks like.
The Gamerverse one doesn't look like any of the comic book ones. It wouldn't go with
Okay,
it. I'll tell you one. The one to get is actually the Captain America Endgame in the quantum suit.
okay,
That figure is kicking around. It's quite. I've seen that a few places. That's quite cheap. My son picked that a few years ago. He's got that figure, and the shield is great with that. That's an excellent shield.
yeah,
That's the same sort of shield as you've got for the one you just said, the other one, the Avengers suit, the movie one, when he goes back to
right, okay,
2012. That's a great shield. That's
yeah. So
ideal.
if I can find it, I'll try and get that. So that's a dilemma. I need to find a shield for my cap, but that cap is 30 quid, and I'm buying two.
Definitely,
I'm buying two,
definitely.
and I know that that's going to hurt,
Yeah,
because what's been happening to me a lot recently, I've been having this this major feeling of guilt whenever I buy any toys, and I'm just like, man, I don't want to stop collecting, but I've really got to kind of rein it in. And I think it's partly because I look at my pre-order list and I can see the next couple of months are gonna just, and then I'm like, no, like all the pre-orders got pushed back, so they're all starting to come now.
It is tough. It's one of those ones. I mean, again, my wife she doesn't know the extent of how many figures I've got whatsoever, but when I do talk about it anyway, I do say, look, we are lucky. We have a roof over our head. We have food on the table. We have, kids wear clothes. We have a holiday every year. I could be putting that money up my nose or over the bar at the pub or up the bum or at the golf club. Could be seriously wasting that money. It's stuff that is bringing massive joy. It's something that I could I know at some point they will go onto my kids. And they got their own, they're buying their own with their pocket money and with things. They're buying their own now, so they are well into that as well. So I rationalise it that way. There's more things to waste my money on. As long as you can afford it, I think it's okay. But I am very much in the same boat as you know. I'm actually going to go, I don't need this figure, so I'm not going to get this figure.
Like if I was a single dude, I wouldn't give a fuck. I'd just buy everything. I'd be getting Mayfix and everything.
You're right, and that would be about the collecting.
Galactus, I got 2 of them.
Did you see that dude? I've to do on Instagram. He's got 7 Sentinels.
I know, right? Like these, and it's like you must be like absolutely minted. There's no way.
That's $2.5 grand.
Yeah, there's no way you're just like me, like Guy, and you're like, that's 7. No, no, you're because I wanted to back the Sharpness Prime. He's the Street Humans.
Street Humans, yeah.
And I looked at it and I was like, I can't do it this month. I can't because I know what's coming. And then I'm like, and next month I'm like, fuck, are they going to be coming? And what I'm not liking though is, sorry to cut you off, but
no, you carry on.
The Pulse ones are coming out. So these Age of Apocalypse ones, for example, so I've got a couple more to talk about. They each came in an individual box. So when they arrived, there's a stack of boxes instead of like one slightly larger box with like 3 or 4 in there. Like, do that, please, because it looks less bad.
Yeah.
And it's all about how it looks, right?
Yeah. Oh god, yeah. When we got the Stiltman wave, the Into the Spider-Verse wave, it's 6 figures of the Builder figure. And it arrived, and I was like, "Holy shit!" Because the box was monstrous. It was it was almost as long as me. I was like, "Fuck!" Imagine what the Galactus box is going to be like when that.
Oh, dude, it'd be the same size as you.
It'd be, oh man.
But these all coming out in drips and drabs. Like, so for example, the ones that I'm going to talk about here all came out, and there's other ones which haven't yet. But and then I've got like fucking Sandman saying preparing to dispatch.
Sandman,
others like that.
Hercules.
I don't have him coming. Oh, what's happened to Paul? This guy's full of technical difficulties today, isn't he? I'm leaving this. Oh, it's live. I can't even take it out. So we just got a grinning Paul. I might kick him and then get him to rejoin. So if you give me 1 second. There you go. You get to look at me again. Oh, there you go. So I'm going to kick that one then. Done. Will it kick him out? Oh no, I kicked the other one. Oh, here he is.
All right.
All right. So you were just frozen on screen.
How weird. I was looking at
I kicked the other one, but if I didn't kick it, then we'd have had like the 2 Pauls again.
2 again. No one wants that. How weird.
So sorry, what were you saying there? So
probably nothing of any importance, probably. No, so but yes, I'm totally with you now on the I've got to really want it because I've got figures in I look at now and think that figure. I was like, oh yeah, shit, I forgot I even had that figure, which is telling me I didn't need to buy it. Or there's a few I look back, I feel I did like one photograph with one, and I was like, okay, so I either need to get that one back out now and use it and get value out of it, do something with it, or why am I bothering?
Yeah, exactly. And it's got to be a little bit more ruthless about it, because I think there's that thing that happens where it's like, and this goes live now, and it's like, okay, I'll buy it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But then stuff happens, like you get the Spider-Man one, right? And you got the black symbiote. Okay, I want 2 of those. And I want the Ben Riley one. Oh, and I want the the Hobgoblin. Oh, and I want that. And then I end
Yeah.
up buying the whole lot, and I'm just like, oh man, look,
Yeah.
if they came in like, you know, 2 boxes and then there's like a whole bunch, that'd be fine. But it's the individual ones, and then I've got to get rid of the damn cardboard as well. It's
Yeah.
just stacked up, and you know, first world problems. But
Yeah. No,
you know,
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. And it is that whole thing of I love the new announcements. I love just seeing new figures being announced.
mm.
And but I do quite like it now when there's new figures announced and they look cool, but I don't actually want them.
Oh, dude, the Eternals one, I loved. I loved it when they did that because I didn't want any of them, you know. But it's even things like, you know, so what was the one that they did recently, and they had the Scroll and the Shield agents,
Yeah.
right? And then whatever other figures it was, it might be the
It
Spider-Man
was
ones,
the
but
4 retro releases. So Lady Loki, Loki, Falcon, and
no, yeah, but so because 2 of them have come up already, the other
yeah.
2 haven't. And then you've got whatever else is in it. But if you go through, so it might have been Spider-Man, they all come out on the same date. They're all coming out on the 1st of January, and I'm just like, oh, God. And the 1st of January is not a good day,
No. I
right?
mean,
January
I don't
is a
believe they
bad,
will come out on the 1st of January. It'll be a couple of days
yeah,
later, but it'll
yeah,
be about the same.
but you're getting this like mass all coming at once.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you know, we just had Christmas, and then January's a long month, and then you're just like, oh damn. And that one, I look at it and it's like, what, I think it's like £138 at Hasbro, and then I think there's a couple of others
Yeah.
from Star or something like that, and I'm just like,
Yeah. I did that with the
oh
Fantastic Four wave. I
yeah,
split.
Fantastic Four. Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
no, that's who it is. It's Fantastic Four wave.
Fantastic
They
Four.
no, are they? No, they're
No, they're
March.
March.
They're
They're
March.
March.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
but they're
Yeah.
the same, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just
But
like that.
I
I
split
paid
them.
for some.
I had the
Yeah, I
same
paid
here.
for some.
I went
Yeah,
to Star and I bought
yeah,
3 from Star, 4
yeah.
from Pulse,
I
so
think
I
I've
could
done the same.
pay. So I could pay the Star ones are done. The money's gone, and I've got to worry about it now. And then it'll be when the Hasbro ones drop, I'll pick up the Hasbro ones. Yeah, that was there's with that Shield one that week. The Shield Troopers and the Scrolls. I spent
Oh,
it's about 165 quid on in about 8 minutes. Because it was like buy, just buy them all now. Worry about it later.
oh, dude, I know. And actually, mine was like that. But then what I did was I went back in and I cancelled. So I get my order in anyway with Pulse to make sure I've got it, and then I'll go and look at the other site, and if they're up there, then I'll buy them and then cancel.
Cancel.
So I've got like a safety net in case.
FOMO.
But but it went wrong with Black Spider-Man because I ended up ordering like a whole bunch of. I was like, oh, I can't cancel. I can't cancel. Eventually, I did, but it wasn't working and it wouldn't cancel. And I just kept on adding them, and I was like, I've got another one. I've got another one. I don't need another one. And it was like, yeah. All right. Anyway, look, let's have a look at these other Age of Apocalypse figures, shall we?
Yes, let's have a look. Show us what
So
you got.
I will start with Bobby Drake, aka Iceman, not the one from Top Gun.
Yeah.
So here he is.
That is super cool.
Right.
Literally, no, that wasn't even a joke on Iceman, actually. That is super cool. Nice.
So yeah.
Great colour scheme
He looks
on
cool.
that.
Yeah. So the paint is cool on it. Yeah. It's so he's translucent. You can see his all workings inside. And he's got this white kind of frosted tips and stuff like that. The only bit he doesn't have it on his thighs for some reason. But it's cool. He still looks good.
That's like Serta. I found weird about Serta. It's
his
not.
Legs do.
Legs are good. Yeah,
Lower
just
legs.
top thighs.
Yeah. So yeah, he's cool. He's got these spikes all up his back and that. He's got no mouth. This is obviously the Age of Apocalypse version of him.
The eyes come out wicked there when you shine that in the light. They look cool. That looks cool, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that looks cool.
So yeah, he's a cool figure, and he comes with these other hands, which I'll put one on. Let me that one. Don't want to give them the wrong hand, right? I haven't actually tried changing them. Oh, they hurt you when you're trying to change them because they've got spikes. So yeah, he has 2 of these, 1 for each hand, and it's just a slightly bigger,
Oh, okay, yeah.
like a ice
Cool.
hand.
Like those, yeah.
So yeah, so he's pretty cool. I like him. He's nice. You know,
Did he pose all right?
yeah, he poses well. I've had him in lots of like sliding kind of poses. You know,
Oh, nice.
like he's slid in. I wish that I had
Yeah.
like an ice ramp for him to. But yeah, I'll need to get Firestar. Although he's not the Iceman from that, but he'll do.
Yeah, that Iceman I've got, and its poses rubbish.
Oh really?
It's really rubbish. Yeah, it doesn't sit the ice platform's not long enough by any stretch of the imagination. So you put 1 foot on, and the other one there's no room, so it looks like he's balancing on it. It's a bit of a shame.
I nearly bought it because I saw it recently for just standard price. Like it was on Nerd Toys or somewhere like that, and it was standard, 20 quid, whatever. So yeah, he's a cool figure. He's
like
got
it.
he can pose nicely.
That's really good.
He's got some good detail on him. Double elbow joints and all that. He's got the swivel hips. No butterfly joints on the shoulders, just standard, like the Bucky Cap one. But yeah, he's a good figure. He's nice.
I like that.
So yeah, that's Iceman. Oh, I will show you on camera now. So I was having my first attempt at customizing, which is not going very well because of the body. However, the head that I did was
I think the head was wicked, man. Yeah.
Where is he? No, stayed on me. But,
there you go.
Damn it. There you go. There he is.
Yeah, that's wicked, man.
There
you go. Perfect.
Yeah, and then I've done the back of his.
That's great.
So I'm not there, and it's all.
That is great. How do you do that?
What?
The knot. How do you do that bit?
Oh, so what I'm using here is milliput. I just made a ball and just made
awesome.
engraved it, like
very
carved
clever.
it in there. So yes,
very clever.
This bit. So this is moved. This is up. It was down before. The ribbony bits coming off the back because I wanted his head to be able to move up, right? But this is probably not the best stuff for it because it's a bit rigid, and they actually snapped off, and I had to repair it with super glue. But so one of them was a bit longer, but now it's the same size as the other one. But yeah, the problem that I've come across is the bodies I want to use don't go together. And that's a real pain because I really like those legs. I don't have Winter Soldier anymore because he's in pieces. I really like those Winter Soldier legs for Black Suit Daredevil. And then I wanted to use your standard Bucky Cap body, which is the one that the Hellfire Club soldiers are. So I got Spymaster. It's the exact same figure, different head and then different colours. But the waist is much thinner than Bucky's, and so it doesn't fit, and the joint is shorter, and I'm just like,
that's disappointing.
Yeah, I just need to think of another way that I'm going to do it, and I don't know. Yeah, I have to find a figure that will fit and that works.
That's a shame,
and it is an irritation because I think I would have had it done by now. So Anyway, on to the next one. So let's go with the Master of Magnetism, Magneto. Right. When I was a kid, that's what I thought he was called.
Magneto.
Because it's spelled magnet.
Yeah.
Oh, Magneto. And of course, in those days, there was no cartoons or anything. So you just read it in comics.
Yeah.
And it was Magneto. But it's not as Magneto.
Very quickly, slight aside, actually, quick opinion poll. The bounty hunter who fell into the Sarlacc, what's his name?
Well, it's either Boba Fett or Boba Fett.
Oh, which is he for you?
It just depends on the conversation I'm having.
Okay.
Okay. Sometimes I'll say Boba Fett, sometimes I say Boba Fett.
Because I always default to Boba.
Right, because that's what they say in the movie.
Yes, when I was talking to our good friend Connie Crosby, we were chatting the other day. We were talking about the Book of Boba Fett.
Oh yeah. I wish I was in on that conversation. I'd have loved to join that one.
I know. Yeah, that was a Friday morning at work. We were supposed to be working,
right?
And he was like, he said, I've got half an hour before meeting, and I was like, I got the same. He was like, what do you want to do? I was like, we'll still do a quick podcast. So yeah, so Book of Boba Fett. It flows,
It
but
sounds more correct,
Boba
yeah.
Fett is just talking about Boba Fett. Yeah, and a complete
Yeah.
aside, Magneto. Tell me about Magneto.
So here he is, and again, I think he's a very nice-looking figure.
Yeah.
Right? He poses. Oh, why am I going off camera? There you go. He poses well. You know, I'm not using any of our camera tricks today. Why don't I use a camera trick?
What? Flip the
And
old
let's
figure
get
up on
a.
the screen.
There you go. There you go. Now you can. You don't have to worry where I am. So
There
there
he
he
is.
is.
There
Right?
he is.
In all his glory, the master of magnetism. He has these hands and he has fist hands. But you know,
Okay,
these
good.
ones are a little bit more interesting.
Yes.
He comes with the exact same magic that Doctor Doom comes with, just coloured in purple.
Ah, yeah, okay, yeah.
And he comes with 2 heads. Now, a weird thing. I'm going to hold it up next to him when I can find it. I did lay it all out neatly. Oh, here it is. Right. Oh, it's stuck to Spider-Man's bum. Right. There we go. So you have a head not in the mask.
Yeah.
It's ginormous. Oi, come back, Jarvis. It's ginormous.
That looks like a Marvel Select figure head in size.
It's massive compared to.
Yeah.
Well, the helmet one's small, right? So, like, it's not like when it's on, it looks fine, but
Yeah.
you're like, it's a big head compared to the helmet one. So let's put him back like that. I mean, it fits just right. It looks right.
Yeah, it works. Yeah. Proportionately. Yeah.
Right. But it's massive compared to the helmet one.
Huge.
And you'd think that the helmet one would be bigger because his head's got to fit inside.
If you hadn't shown me the helmet one first, I would have
Mm.
said that the helmet one would have been the bigger one because exactly the reasons you just said. It's the head with a helmet over it, but it actually isn't. They've molded that. They just put just the face into it. Yeah.
Yeah, and with this one, so now again, another, is it Mafex or Mafex? I don't know. Some people say
I say Mafex.
Yeah, so they have put out a Age of Apocalypse Magneto, and in that one they blacked out his face and just had his eyes.
Oh, nice.
I'd like to see.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, look at that ab crunch.
That's good, man.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously got a cape that gets in the way, but he's pretty bendy. I didn't realise that he was that bendy because he doesn't need to be. Although I did sort of, when I got him, I thought to myself, everybody is like the peak of human physicality. It takes a lot of work to get in that shape, and even Magneto, who basically doesn't have to walk, so he's lazy,
and he's old,
is in good shape.
Yeah.
How old is he meant to be?
So he was a 9-year-old in World War II.
In World War II.
Yeah.
But
so called him born 1936. So round about 935 to make it round one.
So he'd be like
he's in his 80s now. Yes,
80
he's 86 now. Yes.
Yeah. So
I'm sure the magnetism.
This guy
slows him down. Yeah, I'm sure it slows him down.
The one in the movies, he's 86.
Yeah.
This guy is not.
No.
Because if he is, then I'm doing something very wrong.
See, I nearly bought that one because I've got the White House of X costume Magneto, and I've got the black and red one, which is really cool Magneto, and then I've got this one, which is which you won't see there.
Oh, let's we can't see you. Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Let's flip to Paul. There he is.
So that is the Marvel Select.
Oh yes.
Which again, 6.5 on the go on that one.
I know, right?
So that's what stopped me buying the one you've got, which I really love the one you've got. And then weirdly, you made me think I looked at the head as well. It's the same thing. The Select head.
Oh yeah.
Bigger than the helmeted head.
Weird, eh?
And it's not just the hair. It's not just because they got the Buffon hair on it. It's very weird, but yeah, I really like that Magneto. I think that's a really good, good style, really good design. I was very tempted by it.
The thing that put me off the white one was the face, and actually this one, if you look at his face, I think it's quite good.
Yeah,
the face inside the helmet.
Yeah.
So you know, so this is my Magneto now. My other one is my old Toy Biz. He's like a dark purple one. He's got like some robot thing on his shoulder. I did actually just see him a second ago, so maybe he's here. Let's have a look. Oh, here he is. You can't find me, can you, Jarvis? I'm right here.
Come on,
Hey,
Jarvis.
come on, Jarvis.
Come on, Jarvis. Eyes left, buddy.
That's it. Come back. Come back. So this is my old Magneto, my old Toy Biz one.
Yeah, I like that suit.
Yeah, and he's
I like
got
the cape.
a helmet that just goes on. You
I
know.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he's
I
got
like
this
one.
weird
Yeah,
thing on his arm,
what's that, mate? He's got a
and
Transformer gun on the shoulder.
don't know. And he's got like he's got these. His fingers move. He's got the fingers and the toes.
Oh yeah.
And he also came with a gun that has a magnet in it, so that he can magnetize things with his magnet gun.
I
The
think
way
he
that
takes
does.
the gun and pushes it at people with force power because Magneto doesn't need a gun.
And there's my my She-Hulk that I currently have.
That's
that
really.
one.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, but she's just grinning all the time, and
Is that the
it doesn't
Is that the
move very
same?
well.
Is that the SDCC exclusive one?
No, this is old Toy Biz one.
Okay.
I got this in
Similar costume.
in Smith's Toys for about £2.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's good, man.
yeah. All my Toy Biz ones are like that. I just walked in one
Yeah,
day and there's
that's
just a big
awesome.
bucket full of them,
Wow.
and I was just like, "Oh, bye."
That's good. The one I want is I really, by true desperate She-Hulk, I want is her in the Fantastic Four costume.
Do they have one of that already?
No, there was a Toy Biz one from years and years ago, but that would be awesome.
Well, you know, we've got a She-Hulk TV series coming. Got a Fantastic Four movie coming. It's a good chance that at some point that happens, and then maybe they'll. You never know.
Yeah.
So the last one that I've had so far out of the Age of Apocalypse, yeah, and I've obviously got the others coming, is Shadowcat. Here she is. Here she is here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I really like this figure.
And a dominatrix costume.
Yeah, it's a good figure.
Good Cobra baddie.
Right, I know, and that was my first thought because yeah, because I was like, look at her face. She looks like a baddie.
Yeah.
They made her look like a baddie.
Yeah, she's right? Hellfire Club Shadowcat, isn't she? She's that sassy Hellfire Club.
Yeah. So she comes with a pair of fist hands as well, and then these bits here. Oh, actually, let's just switch me back to the main screen. There you go. So these bits on her wrist, they come off, and you can switch them out for claws.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Switch out there, and then when she's got the fist hands in, then obviously they go over, but on these hands they wouldn't. So that's I think that's all she comes with. And a piece of glasses. Yeah, I like her. Obviously she's got an X-Men belt, so that wouldn't really work for Cobra, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it poses quite well. The only thing is the ab crunch forward is just non-existent. Like, there at all. But the sideways is it's
dare
okay.
Dare I ask about the elbows?
But she twists well. The elbows are single, but they go pretty far.
Oh,
so they're pretty good, and that's one of the things I liked about the figure. I was like, okay, that poses pretty well.
Yeah, that's probably the best I've seen of the female single elbows to get that far like that.
Yeah,
actually, the Black Widow one is not too bad in the white suit, but that's good.
Yeah, and the domino that I got, that's still one of my favorites because that domino that has a good crunch on it as well. So she'll crunch and she turns like she'll lean really well. She's a single elbow joint, you know, the same kind of body as these, but for some reason she just moves better. Yeah, I see. The thing is, if you're not going to have a crunch, I would just like that to move a bit more, and I just don't really get why it doesn't. Like, she can't like get into a pose, you know. And I haven't seen figures like like Spider-Gwen or anything like that. But of course, if you're doing, say, Spider-Man, you often bend his sees like that.
What you want?
If she has these kind of body, then she can't get into
No.
a good pose like that. But yeah, this one, as soon as I got it, I was like, that blue. I was like, Cobra. So she's
Yeah.
getting a Cobra, I think. So I actually made her a cigarette because the hand looks like it should be holding a cigarette. So I just put one in there. But yeah, so I like that figure.
Nice.
It's just a bit of rolled up paper, really. But it just works with her. And there you go.
Oh, good. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Oh, where are we? There you go.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. It just
good.
works, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good figure. It's nice. I mean, so far, the Age of Apocalypse ones I like. I think they look great. They feel nice. The quality of them feels really nice.
So you've got Legion to come, and
Who else have I
Legion.
got?
The Legion is 4. You're not getting Cyclops.
The
And there's one
boxes
more.
aren't here. The boxes aren't here. Who have I got coming? Legion. I can't remember who. Rogue. Rogue.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've seen her reviewed online by somebody already. It looks quite cool, although the way that the white bit on her hair is, it's like she's got hair just stuck this thing on the front. It's a bit weird, but we'll see. She's got, like, her legs are a completely new sculpt because she's got thick boots.
Yeah.
So that should be quite interesting to see. Yeah, so that's my X-Men figures.
I like that. That's a good set.
They're all right, eh? They're not too bad.
Yeah, I like them.
So the last one that I received was G.I. Joe. So we got Breaker and Ram.
Nice, a
Right.
bike.
So let's have a look at this. So let's do Breaker first, because they didn't give us any bubble gum with him. They should have. I've given him Winter Soldier's old gun.
Oh yeah, cool.
But yeah, this figure, and I've seen a lot of people doing this online, all those rich people online that have just bought a ton of these. Hey, where are you going? Come back. They've bought a ton of these with the bikes because it's a very olive drab uniform.
Right. Yeah.
So they're just like, you can army build him, pop the head off, put a different head on it. It's another.
That's true. Another trooper, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep. He's got a really nice head sculpt. He looks good.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. I pulled out a picture earlier for our avatar. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And the helmet is awesome too. Like, I really like the helmet. You can position it on his head. It's got a nice detail on it. It says fast helmet, just like what Roblox got, but it's got attachments. Yeah. Right. So you can position it on his head either like that, so the visor is
up. Oh, cool. Yeah.
Or you could just knock it down.
I like that visor up.
His visor down. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. I actually like that as well. They're both cool.
Yeah. Body-wise, looks like he's got Snake Eyes legs,
Right.
and then he's got probably the same shirt as Duke or something like that. Although the torso bit is different, so I think it's just the arms. I think the torso is new, and it's got probably my favourite of the body armor. Although it does still restrict movement, I really wish they would just start making them removable, because like, you don't want to have it on all the time.
Yeah.
Other than that, the Joes, for some reason, something that Marvel do well that the Joes don't do, and I don't know why, they always mold their watches on, whereas with the Marvel ones, like Winter Soldier, for example, it's a separate piece that you can
take the
just
hand
take
off.
I prefer to be able to remove my watch. But what I do like about this figure is his boots are proper army boots.
Oh wow.
And we've got no shin guards, which is one of the things. The only thing, if I was going to have a moan about that, is I wish that they weren't such high boots. I'd have them a bit lower, down to the ankle, maybe.
More the tactical combat boots.
Well, yeah, exactly.
They're still borderline superhero boots, aren't they? Whereas the Joes would be far more tactical.
Yeah, so I'd like that. I do hope that they make a grunt though, at some point, just your average Joe, and I'd like them to do them in like proper like multicam or something. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Just looks like your standard Marine or
Yeah.
something. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? So other than that, he comes with this bike, the Ram, which is here, which is
Nice.
very nice.
Like it. That looks
It's
really
got
chunky and durable. That's what gets
yeah,
solid.
it is. It's good, and you can take that off,
Cool. Yeah.
and that also opens up, and then it's a gun that he
Oh,
can
smart.
use,
You can use.
just like
Oh, wow,
it's
cool.
yeah, and then
Do
it
you know what?
spins.
That's the thing
That
with the
spins round. See
Joes.
it?
Such great
And,
accessories, don't you?
yep, the Joes, dude, they're the ones. I don't know why you aren't buying more of them. Those are figures you need. Um, so yeah, it's good. Where did that go? It went that way. No, it didn't. Can't remember what way it went in now. But yeah, it's a nice. Oh, that's it. Yeah, there you go. And it just clips back together, and then that's it. It's clipped in. It's all back together,
Nice. Like it.
and then it's just got two little holes here on the
Yeah.
side. It plugs in there, and then the bike is ready to go again. You can
That's epic. I love that.
nice stiff steering wheel on there. It
Yeah.
sits nicely on it.
That's
I've
good.
put a whole bunch of other figures on there as well, and that's what I've seen some people doing, like buying a whole bunch of them and having like a whole group of Joes just on their
Wow.
bikes. You know, it's just pretty cool. But yeah, like this, you know, it was a bit more expensive, but it's a cool little thing. Get a vehicle. It's a nice vehicle. The bikes, it's probably one of the better bikes that I've come across out of all the ones
Yeah, I
I've
like
had.
it. Really like
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Nice thick chunky rubber tires.
Yeah.
It's much nicer than Baroness's bike, her coil. This one's better. Yeah, so there you go. That's it. That's
I
really
like
it.
that.
There's not
That's a
much to
good
say
thing.
about him.
Another good Joe.
Another good Joe. So far, I don't think I've had a bad one, to be honest. I think all Joes have been pretty good. There's none that
Yeah.
I don't like. I mean, I've seen people moaning about the movie ones, and I don't get it. I think they're good. They're good figures.
They look great figures. They look
They
great
are. And
figures.
I mean, there's a difference between I didn't like the movie. You know, as I say, I've got Baroness. So my Baroness is just Cobra. You know, Baroness,
Yeah.
Cobra girl, baddie.
Yeah.
And then like Storm Shadow is still a nice figure. You know, you don't have when proper Storm Shadow comes out, he can just be,
Of course.
you know, another ninja.
Like
he's another one of your guys.
A Richikage ninja clan, isn't he?
Exactly,
Yeah.
and that's how I kind of use them. You know, but yeah, all of them are pretty good. The troops are awesome. The Vipers are awesome.
The Vipers look
infantries,
fantastic. Yeah.
yeah, the Cobra infantry are wicked. And then of course all the Joes. You know, I've got them all down here: Flint and Lady J and Gung Ho. A lot of people moan about Gung Ho, but I quite like it. You know, you got your red ninjas.
Yeah.
Come with a ton of accessories. They come with, you know, you got camera, sickles, you got the axes, you've got a long sword,
And they
you've got
pose like a
small
dream.
sword.
It looks like as well.
Yeah, they're great for posing. So yeah, all in all, the Joes have been like some of the best figures that have been put out, I think, and in the same price range.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Good work. Very good. Yeah, I like that, Joe. It's very good.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's it for me. I'm pretty sure. I don't have anything new. My desk is a real mess, and I have to work there in the morning. It's just covered in toys. So I'll have to get that sorted out. I as I was getting all my figures, I came across my my old Frank Castle.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
It comes with that skull.
Yeah.
Skull mask. So have you got that one?
No, not got a Punisher.
You don't?
No, don't have a Punisher.
You're not a Punisher fan?
I read it when I was a kid, because it was very different. It was very non Marvel, non superhero-y, other than when you crossed over into Spider-Man or Daredevil. I've not been the biggest fan over the last few years. I really like the Matthew Rosenberg comic I did a couple of years ago, and he came on my other podcast, the Marvel Mix podcast, and we did an interview with him, and we spoke about that, and he said that because the Punisher's become a questionable character in terms of, you know, the claiming of the logo and that sort of thing. But I try to avoid all that. And I try to avoid all that and stay out of that and stick to
Yeah.
what I like and I enjoy from the comic side of it.
But you know, like if I went and decided to, you know, go and shoot up a place and I just wore McDonald's logo, what are you going to start cancelling that? You know?
Someone would.
Oh
But they
yeah,
make such
guaranteed.
nice fillet of fish, so they'd probably be exempt. They'd probably get away with that. But but I mean, but he came on and he said he was, which you can see in the comic read, it's a 16 issue limited series. It was excellent. But he said that he tried to make sure that every time he killed someone, he made it more and more wild and inventive to give a different aspect to the character. So I like I really wanted to get. I was watching one for quite a while on eBay, but it's holding at £45, and the value wouldn't come down. Was the retro one on the card, which was with
Right.
the white gloves
Oh, yeah.
and the white boots, the very very comic book one. I would get that one, but it's not one I'd urgently rush to get. To be honest, it's a shame because I like the bike.
Yeah. But you didn't get the bike one. You saw it, didn't you?
I saw it, and I undeniable, but I was at the beach and I didn't want to get sand all over it, so I didn't get it. It was my weird reason.
I mean, that's a good one too.
Yeah,
they're both good.
By
the way, look, that's how the G.I. Joe boot should be.
Right there, man.
Right. So this one.
If only they'd made a mold of it already that they could use.
I know, right? This one I put as this is the one I have with all my Marvel stuff. So he can be a Joe.
Yeah.
He'd work.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, you just go with the Joes. It's like what if Punisher joined G.I. Joe?
He would be with the Joes. Yeah. I've got the Cosmic Ghost Rider, which is obviously future version of Frank Castle, who becomes the hellspawn of Mephisto. So so I've got that one.
Mephisto. So you have that one, have you?
I've got that one, yeah. And that came.
So
that
you
was
kind of
with
have got a Punisher.
So I've got a Punisher. So yeah. And that's got a wicked cosmic bike with it as well, which is
excellent.
So rad. So yeah. But yeah.
Right. Well, I think that we should probably wrap this up then, Paul, because it's getting late.
Oh, I'll very quickly whiz you the little retro ones have arrived.
Oh yeah. How many?
So there's 6 in a way, but only 4 have arrived in the UK so far. So I'm waiting for the Stealth Iron Man, which looks great. It's the blue with the red that we've got the 6-inch version of, and the Symbiote Spider-Man, which comes out in November. So they're back up. They're on a delay. But the Storm is really cool. I'm going to catch her in the light there.
Question about those, right? So do you display them?
Yeah. So I've got them all. So when I'm doing a video that I want to show them, I display them. Otherwise, they sit stacked like that at the moment.
Because I've got a box down here with a whole bunch of 3.75 Star Wars figures, and I'm kind of like, I want to put them up somewhere.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm trying to think how I can mount them on the wall without putting blue tack all over them. I think Paul's frozen again. What is it with this guy and his freezing all the time? Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Maybe I'll end the show. That might be the thing to do. So, he's come back. Let's join him in with the other Paul. There you go. Now we've
How did that happen?
There we go. Now we've got 3 Pauls.
Too many Pauls.
Go like that. There he is. Yeah, let's do that. Well, let's do that. So let's do
small Paul is always the best.
Let's do that. Yeah.
That one's gone. That one's out of here, isn't he?
Oh, kick him.
He's him out of
kicked. There you go.
He's an idiot, that guy. Get him out of here. So the minute they're in a box, I do want to do a wall where I will put them up on the wall. I'm not keen on breaking the perforated, obviously, display pin out yet until I need to.
What will you stick them with?
I will put I will do a wall. When I do I will do an actual wall, and I will put, like in the shops, I will put a hook.
Okay.
On the back. Because I want to take them off and look at the back.
Right.
And I've just worked out on all of them, which I didn't realise. This is the 4th wave, and I I've read them all, but I didn't actually take in the little blurb. They all rhyme.
They do. Oh, okay.
Every one of them is a rhyme, which I'm such an idiot. I didn't realise on the last
So
one.
did you not read it in a rhyming way?
No, I didn't. And
Oh.
and then I read it. I've got a little backed up video to go out at some point about these, and as I was reading it out, I was like, that rhymes. I was like, let me check another one. Oh, that rhymes.
That rhymes
Let me check
too.
another one. I'm such a loser. That rhymes as well. So yeah. So there's the very it says the Storm. There is the Loki.
Nice.
Like the obviously classic 6-inch. This one's really cool. The US Agent.
Nice.
And then you've got this one's very rad. Silver Surfer.
Indeed. Very rad.
And I've got the original 2006 Toy Biz version with the push and pull back skateboard. So you put it back.
Oh, right.
But it's boxed and it's mint. And it's the value at the moment. It's like £75 at the moment. So
no, yeah, keep it that way.
So
then.
I will. So I will not be opening that and doing anything with that. That'll be saved up. So yeah. So they're. I mean, and they are cool. I just like looking at these. That's all they do.
They're nice looking figures, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah. And they are my collection obsession. I know full well whatever they release, that's what I'm going to do. I'll buy them. Yeah. Suckered for those. So yeah.
I wanted to show you something else, but I can't see where I've put it. I had a bag with some old toys in it, just like random stuff, like wind up Snoopy and stuff like that. But in that bag, there was my Doctor Doom Secret War shield
with a hologram in it.
Yeah,
oh,
and I was like,
man.
I had it right here.
Oh,
I don't know where I put it. So I can't show it to you right now, but I put it next to my Doctor Doom, and I was like, it kind of would fit.
Yeah, that's proper retro. That is.
Yeah.
Nice.
But alas, it's somewhere.
Oh man, that is cool.
Here. Right. Anyway, so when you froze, I said, you know what? I may as well just wrap this up because I don't know if you're going to come back. So let's do that now. So before we go any further, if you got this far, thank you for getting this far.
Thank you.
Please smash the like button, should I say, and smash the subscribe button and share the shit out of this, please. A comment would be nice. I'd like to hear from you. Just say hi or something along those lines.
Tell us what figures you got.
Yeah, tell us about your toys. And if you want us to talk about anything in particular, if you've got any questions, put them there as well. And other than that, you can find me, as you can see here, there, at Spartan X1 on Instagram. I'm at 1933 Eagles on Twitter, but I think I might change that to Spartan X1 soon just to make it easy, because I don't like having to say more than I need to say. And you can find Paul.
There you go, just there. My Marvel Mix. That's Instagram and Facebook, and Marvel Mix on Twitter. There you go.
There you go. And of course, Old Chums Geek Chat, where it all started. My G.I. Joe group is now in the mid 700s.
Awesome.
I did have, for the first time, this is very upsetting, somebody messaged me and said that they went to do a trade with someone and they skanked them. So I booted the person out of the group, and hopefully that doesn't happen.
Don't do that, people. Come on.
Yeah, right. And everyone's really friendly on there. It's
a great group.
I'm surprised that there's no arguing. Because anywhere else, there's arguing, and I
do on a
nothing.
percentage game. It's amazing no one is arguing, and that's excellent. That's a really good group. So please,
and as an admin, I do nothing. I literally made a group and was like, "Go talk about G.I. Joe." That's it. That's all I'm doing. So so I'm surprised that I don't have to guys, please, whatever. If you argue, it's on you. I'm not getting involved.
Yeah,
I'll just
come on, it's not worth it. Who argues about things that are so cool that they love? There's nothing to argue about.
Yeah, you can have a friendly debate.
You can have a friendly debate who would win in a fight. Fine.
Yeah.
Merits of this figure against this figure, but come on.
Exactly. So luckily we don't get that. Right. Anyway, I think that's it. Right, Paul?
Good job.
Okay, cool. In that case, now I've got to remember to do the thing and to I should make an extended outro on it. So you might see us grinning stupidly at the screen in a minute.
I'll probably blink out again for absolutely no reason.
Yeah, probably, and then I'll just be stuck on my own. But until next time, we'll catch you for another powwow. See ya.